Welcome back to Minecraft. I'm Dave. So, with winter upon us and the holidays right around the corner, I figured I'd work on a snowman design in Minecraft. So, this is basically what it's going to look like. Let's go ahead and get into it. So the first thing, we're going to need some black wool. We're going to need snow, oak wood, pumpkin, and red wool. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to throw down 5 black wool, as you can see there. So we had a centerpiece with 2 on the left, 2 on the right. Now we're going to build up on the right side, and we're going to add 4. We're going to add 3 up on the next level. Do another row of 3 black wool. Build up 1 and then to the right 1. Build up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1. Now we're going to switch from horizontal to vertical. We're going to build 2 up. Move out to the right. We're going to add 3 up. Move out to the right and add 4. Now we're at the midpoint where we're going to add 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we're going to move over to the left hand side and build the other side of this circle. So here we are. We're going to add 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to move up. Add 1, 2, 3. Add 1, 2, 3. Do 1, 2. Add another 1, 2. And one more 1, 2. We're going to start building up. Add 2 up. Move out to the left. Add 3. Move out to the left. Add 4 going up. Move out to the left and build 5. And again, we're at the midpoint on this left side. Now the next thing that we're going to want to do here after a little pause, because I wanted it to be light, is we're actually going to make this not round at the bottom because it's a snowman. We kind of want to make it look like it's kind of attached to the ground. So we're going to come over here and knock out where we have this 2 block. We're going to build down below it and then move to the right and build 3 down, as you can see. So we turned our very first 2 block from the base into a 3 block by adding 1 down, moving into the right of it, and adding 3 more down to square off the bottom of this circle. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So as you can see, here's our first 2 block. We're going to build down from it, and build to the left, and then add 3 down until we hit the ground. And there you go. So this is what it will look like once you've done that. Now what we need to do is we need to kind of try to finish off the top portion of the circle. We're going to leave the very top of it open though, because we're going to add the next basically circle for the middle portion of the snowman's body. So I'm going to come over here to the left hand side. We're going to move into the right of this block and build up 4. Move into the right and build up 3. Move into the right, build up 3. Move into the right and build up 2. Move into the right and build up 2. We'll pause right there. Move to the other side. Move to the right side. Do the same thing. Build up 4 on the left. Move into the left and build up 3. Move into the left and build up 3. Move into the left, build up 2. And move into the left and build up 2 again. So as you can see, we have a nice open circular design for the base of the snowman's body. So now we're going to go ahead and build a pylon of snow up the middle to figure out where the base of the next circle is going to go for the middle of the snowman's body. So I originally tried just counting the blocks, so you can see, but that was too much of a pain. So then I figured, whatever, I'll just build some snow blocks coming inward, and we'll just go from there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it ends up being 8 in from the right and 8 in from the left. That's the midpoint. So the base is essentially 17 blocks. So we found the midpoint now, and I'm going to go ahead and build this snow pylon. It's going to end up being 21 blocks, but I built it insanely fast, so I figured I would slow it down and build a little structure up the side just to show you where it ends up, just how many blocks. So that's what I'm going to do right here. As you can see, I knocked out a couple blocks from the top, but it's So here we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and as you can see, there's the 21st block. So from here, we're going to build the same circle we did at the base. It's going to be a 5-block base of black wool. So we put in the middle, and we built 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Now we're going to add 4 up on the right, going right. We're going to add 3 for the next level, and then build 3 over. As you can see, we've made our connection. So we would end up building up from where we just added that final block and building to the right 2. We're going to leave that filled in there. I wanted to knock it out just to see what it looked like, but I figured we'd keep it. So we're going to build up, build to the right one, build up, build to the right one. We switch from horizontal to vertical, so we build 2 up. We're going to add 3 blocks to the right, going up, add 4 blocks to the right, going up, and then 5 blocks will be our next for the middle portion of the right side of the middle portion of the snowman's body. So now, let's go ahead and focus on the left-hand side. As you can see, we're starting to get a nice structure looking like a snowman's body. So we're going to go ahead and do our 4 blocks up and heading left. We're going to do 3 blocks for the next row, another 3. As you can see, it makes its attachment. So we're going to build on that last block we added. We'll build up and to the left 2, build up, build to the left. And then we add our 3 blocks. We add our 4, and then we add 5. So again, just repeating, it's a nice 5, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, then switch to horizontal where you have 3, 3, 4, 5. So here we go, we're starting to build up. So we do 4 into the right, going up, we do 3, do another 3, then we switch to 2, do 2 again. So again, just repeating the same circular design. And we finish off with 3 blocks of 2 this time instead of 2 blocks. So now we just need to go ahead and work on the right side. So we're going to move into the left and build 4, going up, 3, and 4. Move into the left, build up 3, 1, 2, 3. Move into the left, add 3 up, 1, 2, and 3. Move into the left, do 2 up, another 2 up, and another 1, 2, and up. So now for the final tier, for the head of the snowman, I figured we want to close it off just a little bit more than we did on that lower level. So I figured it would be nice to build in a little bit, coming more into the center to finish off that circle. So we had 2 going right, move up a level, add 3, come over here to this right side, move in 2, come into the left, move up a level and add 3, and that looks good now. That looks good for making the head of the snowman. So we're going to go ahead and build up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. And that's where I figured a good spot for the base of the head would be for the snowman. So I'm just moving back to look at it. We are going to have to knock out some of that snow we just placed for the buttons of the snowman. Let's go ahead and do this. So 1 in the middle, go 2 right, or 2 left, 2 right. Now we're going to do 3 instead of 4. So 1, 2, 3. We're going to do our connection. Here we're going to add to what would be the 3rd block. We're going to add 2 going left, add another 2 going left up a level, and then we will switch from horizontal to vertical. So we add 2 up, move out to the left, we add 3 going up, move out to the left, add 5, so this will be the midpoint of the left hand side of the head. We're going to move down to the bottom and start building right. So we add 1, 2, and 3. We add 1 block up, we count over to where the 3rd would be, we add 1 up, and we add 1 to the right, move up a level, add 1 up, 1 to the right, start building 2 up, switch from horizontal to vertical, move out to the right, add 3, move out to the right, add 5. So for the head, we have this nice 5, 3, 3, 2, 2 structure that's repeated for each quadrant. So here we're going to finish up on the right hand side and connect the circle. So we moved in, added 3 up 2 times, and then we did 2 blocks of 2. We moved from vertical to horizontal. We added 3 going left. Moved up a level, added another 3. Now we're at the midpoint. We move up and add 5. We're going to drop down, add 3 going left. Drop down, add another 3 going left. Drop down, add 2 left. Drop down, add 2 left. Switch to vertical, so we add 2 going down. And then we move to the left and add 3 going down. As you can see, we finished that circle now. So it's coming together real nicely. As you can see, this snowman clearly dwarfs the Christmas tree that I built. But yeah, I wanted to make it this big to make the buttons look nice and the face and all that, you know. So, as you can see, I've sped this up. We're just adding snow to the bottom portion of the snowman. I had to pause because it got to be night. So, I'm going to go ahead and finish off this bottom portion, and then we will slow it down so that we can pay attention in the next portion of the snowman, because we're actually going to add the buttons and the arms and things like that. So here we are coming to the end of filling in the bottom. So now, to get to a point where we're going to add the buttons to this middle portion with black wool, I figured we'd do a few layers of snow to start out with. So here's one layer from the bottom, here's the second layer from the bottom. I'm going to do a third layer, a fourth layer, a fifth layer, and the sixth layer for good measure. So after 6 layers, this is where I figured we could really focus on putting in the buttons. Now for the button design, it has to be off center because I wanted 2 on the base. So I built 2 on the base, and then I built a row of 4 above that. This is the original design, and then I built a row of 2 above. But I figured we'd make it a little wider just because I didn't feel like that was a nice design. So I went ahead and added another block on the left and right side, and then I built one more set of 2 up in the middle from here. So that's what you'll see next. So we're going to go ahead and add 1 more black wool left and right. We'll move up a level and add 2 in the middle. As you can see, it's off center slightly, but I don't think that's a big deal because the way the snowman looks at the end, it kind of looks like it's pushed a little bit. You know, it gives us a little bit of depth. So we move up 3 blocks and we put in the next button. So we add 1, 2, move over to the left, add 1. So basically I just built half the button. Here we come, build down our 4, and then over here on this right side in the middle add 2 more. So now we just have to add the last button, so I move up 3 again. I'm just going to go ahead and clear out what I need here. There we go, 2 at the base. I'm going to go ahead and build that left side first, add our top piece, and then add our right side in the middle. So there we go. We have a nice design for our buttons. I think it turned out really nice. Gonna go ahead and fill in this middle portion now because all we need is the buttons. We will add the arms, but I go ahead and knock out some blocks once we go to add those in the next little part. So just filling in the middle now. Making sure every white space, or clear space, I guess not white space, is filled in with some snow. Next thing we're going to work on is adding the arms with black wool and the oak wood. So now for these, you can kind of add them where you want. You don't necessarily have to add them where I built them, and you don't have to use the structure that I used, the way I built them, but I think it turned out pretty decent. For this, I looked up from the middle portion to this first 3 block, and I end up knocking out 5 blocks, including that final black wool from the inside of the snowman. And I knock out a second level and knock out the third. Now I'm going to build up here in the middle with the black wool, 3 blocks. We're going to go ahead and build out coming this way, and it's going to be 11 blocks to the left. Now we're going to go ahead and match that on the top. We're going to add the 11 blocks. And then we're going to go ahead and build kind of an elbow joint for the stick so that it looks like an arm. So we're going to move out to the far left side on the bottom. We're going to build down and build to the left one. And then we're going to build down 4 blocks. Now we're going to move up to the top. We're going to build to the left 1, 2. We're gonna build down one, build to the left one, and now we're just gonna build down until we meet where our right side is at. Now we're gonna add the hand. So for this, we're gonna build out on the left side, 2 blocks, build down one, build to the left one, build out another one to the left. Now we're gonna go ahead and build down 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna build to the right 1, 2. We're gonna build up 1 and 2. Now we're gonna move right from where we just finished, build to the right 2, move down 1, 2, 3, 4, move to the right 2, build up 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're gonna build up here on this upper level over to the right 2, build down 1, build to the right 2, build down 3, 4, and now we're gonna go ahead and build left 2, build up 2, and then connect them in the middle. So that's what the hand is gonna look like along with the arm. We're gonna go ahead and fill that in with oak wood, sped up here, just because I don't think it really needs any explanation. So we're just filling it in with the oak wood. You could use spruce wood if you want. That's what it ends up looking like. Now we're gonna go ahead and go to the right side, and we're going to build inward at the same point that we did on that left. So here at our first 3 block, we're gonna build in 5 blocks is what we're gonna end up building. So there we are with our 5. Again, we're gonna add the black wool border on the inside. We're gonna build out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're gonna do it a little bit uneven on this side, but I figured that would be nice. So I was just looking to see where my divider was. I ended up knocking back 2 blocks just because I don't want to go over that. So we ended up with 8 blocks here on this right side. So now we're going to build down 1, build to the right 1, build down 1, 2, 3, and 4. Going to match that with top, building right 2, build down 1, build to the right, and then go ahead and build that right side down. Alright, so there we go with the arm. Next thing we need to do is go ahead and build the hand. So we're going to come out here on the left side, build over to the left 2. We're going to build down 1, 2, 3, and 4. Move in, build right 2. We're going to build up 1 and 2. Move to the right side, build over 2. Build down 1, 2, 3, 4. Build right 2. Build up 1, 2, 3, 4. Build right 1 and 2. Build down 1, 2, 3. Build to the right 1 and 2. Build up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're just going to connect building left. So we've now connected it, as you can see, and that's what we're looking at. So now we're just going to go ahead and fill this thing in. Now I move back and I see I don't necessarily like that left finger on the right hand, so I'm just going to go ahead and add 1 more oak going down. So I just build down 1 more row of black wool and I add the oak above it. So I just wanted it to look that way. I figured it'd look a little bit nicer. So that's the reason I did that. So now that we're done with the hands and arms of the snowman, we're going to go ahead and start working on the face. So for this, we're going to lay down 1 row of snow, a 2nd row of snow, a 3rd row of snow, and now I'm just moving back to see kind of where we're at. I'm going to go ahead and start adding the basically coal blocks for the mouth. So now we're going to add a 2x2 block of coal. As you can see, we're off-center to the right with that. We're going to go ahead and add another little row here on the right of snow. We're going to move over 1 block to the right to add our next block of coal. As you can see, we left a 1 gap spacer in between of snow, and we elevated 1 row. Again, we do the same thing on the left-hand side. Now, I wanted to add 1 more row of coal, but I didn't really have space on the right-hand side, so I decided to add the coal only to the left. And that's what I'm going to do now. So I'm going to leave the 1 gap spacer, And I'm going to knock out the blocks there because, you know, I only want it elevated 1 block of snow between each piece of coal, so that it makes a nice curve, basically. So there we have all the blocks for the mouth. We're going to go ahead and fill in this row here. We're going to build another row up above that of snow. So there we have that. Now the next thing to do is we're going to move over here. As you can see, I'm going to move 2 blocks to the right of that piece of coal, and I'm going to build over 5 blocks, and then I'm going to move up and build over 5 blocks. Now I'm going to build up 1 on the left, 2 on the left, and come over here to the right, add 1, 2, 1, 2, going left. So we're going to go ahead and build up 1 from that last block we placed, and then we're going to go ahead and connect by just building all the way across. I just wanted to double check to see if I wanted to make it thicker on that end, but I figured no. So now we're going to fill this with pumpkins. We need to make sure that we kind of come inside the structure so that we don't have those jack-o'-lantern faces heading outward from the inside of the nose. This one was kind of a pain to place, so I was like, man, whatever, I'll just place these ones and then go ahead and try to fill it in. So there we go. As you see, it kind of looks like a carrot. It's really nice when you have the pumpkin sideways like that. So now we're just going to fill in with snow up to the point that we go 1 row of snow above the nose. So that's what we're doing now. Now we just got to fill in this right hand side. So now it's time to place the eyes. So we're going back to black wool because it's going to be coal. As you can see, it's the very next block to the left of the nose, where the left end of the nose ends. We do a nice 2x2 square again. We're going to go ahead and build over. I was trying to do a count here, but I figured, yeah, I'll just center it where I want. But as you can see, I added 5 blocks of snow between the 2. And there's where the second eye went. So now we're just going to go ahead and fill it up almost to the very top, because we're going to go ahead and add a hat to the top of the snowman, so that's why I didn't fill it all the way up with snow. So we're just filling it up, and we're gonna leave a nice 2-block gap in the very top, because that's where we're gonna go with the hat. So that's what we're looking like. It's looking really nice. Now we're gonna work on the hat. We're just gonna use black wool to start out with. So we're going to go ahead and just build all the way across here on this row. Now we're going to move out to the outside edge. On the left hand side, add 1, 2, 3. And we'll add 1 more just to make it look a little bit better. So build up 1, go ahead and finish off that row. Finish off the middle after I knock out that piece there. Again, we're going to come down to the base of the hat, and we're going to build out to the right 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to build up and go ahead and finish it off. Now we're going to switch to the red wool because we're going to make, you know, kind of a nice little ribbon that goes around the hat. So we're going to add 1 to the middle. So I initially wanted to build just 2 going left, but I figure out that it's not wide enough for the hat. So I do 2 right. Now I back up and I see that I need to add some more blocks, so we add another 2 left, add another 2 right, and that looks a lot better. So now we're going to switch back to the black wool. We're going to add a block to the left hand side, and we're going to finish 1 row up above. We're going to build up on the right to meet that. We'll add 1 more row above, another row above, so that's 3 rows above the ribbon. Here's 4, and a 5th. Do 1 more, 6th. And now that's looking real nice. It's looking like a nice hat on top of this snowman. So that is the design for the snowman in pixel art. I think it turned out really nice. I'm pleased with it. I hope that you'll build it on your maps. I hope that you think that it's worth building. Remember to leave some comments if you want to see future builds. And as always, it's been a pleasure. Remember to like and subscribe, and take care.